It's me from the future. Hello. For whatever reason, today's audio is completely fucked. I don't know why. I didn't touch any settings before I recorded the episode, and I haven't changed any settings between now and then, and I'm using exactly the same microphone with exactly the same setup. Nothing has changed. For whatever reason, OBS has decided to shit all over this footage. I can only assume it's OBS. I don't know what else would cause it, because it sounds fine now, I assume. So, yeah, I've tried to clean it up the best I can. If you don't want to watch it, I fully understand it because it sounds like complete shit. What I'll do tomorrow is I'll do a recap of what we did in today's episode. I would normally have re-recorded the entire thing, but obviously we're playing on Merciless and we're playing on commitment mode. So I can't just reload to the start of the save and then do the whole thing again. What's done is done. That is now part of the save forever. So enjoy if you can. Welcome back, everybody, to Rimworld. Yesterday was a little bit of a disaster. It was kind of the first ever raid where we had a very significant loss in the form of Repairbot, which has set us back kind of massively, given that he was the only person in our colony good at crafting. We did get a lot of good loot out of that, but it did cost us quite dearly. So we need to come up with a better way of dealing with mechanoids. I mean, I think I've got the exact thing in the form of EMP shells or any sort of EMP weaponry, right? So I've queued up some of those. I've queued up some high explosive shells along with these swarm shells. I'm actually almost tempted to remove them. They are okay, but the actual robots were at such a high level of difficulty now whereby the robots that are spawned in from the swarm shells just get wiped out immediately. They can't get through the armor, they can't get through the shields. There's not much point keeping them around. So instead we're going to swap out entirely to either high explosives or EMP and then vary at what we're using depending on the actual raid that we've got. So if we did see those, there's mammoths coming another time, then we could just hit them with the EMPs, which will stun them for a huge amount of time. Now it's only really useful for the mammoths because obviously it stuns the mechanoids. So we want to get them into the kill box, hit them with one of these EMP shells, stun them, and then we'll be able to actually do enough firepower to hopefully take them down, given that they've got that ridiculous armor value. Get rid of some of the turrets as well. There was a big guide someone wrote up on Discord, which I'm going to be working through a little bit today. Just basically, well, not really a guide, I should say. It's a lot of pointers and basically things that we need to change. I do have my own sort of list of things to do as well. This person recommended going for the Hell units, and I do kind of agree. They're basically the tier 4 androids. They're identical in terms of cost, but they are better for combat because they have bloodlust. They have some mood bonuses as well. So you can see unit is kind of happy while everyone else is a little bit miserable. So what I'm going to do, and what I've already done to some extent, is I've queued up some tier 2 androids here. Adam is already built, already ready to go, just to replace the various repair bots, the various cremation bots we've lost out on, so that things can keep going. I want a dedicated driller as well, somebody who can run the resource console for the Rimworld stuff for a while, so that we can keep our power going. I've been told by many people in the comment section as well, check out the other stuff Rimworld can do for us besides just power. Being able to produce some of these things is apparently quite useful as well, so we'll check those out in a minute. Generally, we want to get ourselves back up to the stage where everything is basically automated. So, Adam, for whatever, I haven't checked his stats at all yet. Hopefully, he's a good... Ideally, I want to keep rolling the dice on potentially getting a new good crafter. That's what we're really missing out right now. We're having to turn crafting bot, what was originally repair bot or whatever, into a much better crafter. He was 8 out of 20 yesterday. Now he's up to 10 out of 20 just from doing a very small amount of crafting. In no time at all, we'll be able to catch him back up to the 14 crafting the original repair bot had. But it still is an investment. I'd love to get a couple of other backup crafters too. Having one guy running everything is a real pain in the ass. We need a proper assembly line. In an ideal world, we'd have someone churning out the advanced components constantly, and then someone else churning out, the upgrades, someone out churning the Hell units. Bear in mind, these things are like 15 advanced components piece. That's why they're so expensive to make. As it is right now, we've got to have one person working forever to make the 15 components, then moving over here making the Hell units. It's just way too slow. So I'm going to churn out a few more of the very basic androids for the time being. Though I shouldn't say the very basic, the tier 2 androids for the time being. One thing I've also done as well is set up a basic job list here of things that we should always have in the stockpile for replacement arms or replacement legs. They're very cheap. There's no point going for the high-powered stuff if we're only going to end up upgrading the androids anyway. I'd rather build the tier 4/Hell unit androids and then upgrade those, rather than sinking a load of resources into crappy androids that can just die a lot quicker than the other ones. So we might as well go big. Alongside that, of course, steel is quite high priority, so any trade ships we're going to be focusing on trading steel from them. I've also marked some other weird points like behind here. Repair bot, for fuck's sake. I wanted to wall over this just to act as another little layer of defense to stop them coming through. I am backwards mining out all of this shaft as well, so we can slowly rebuild that. It was suggested as well in the comment section yesterday and on Discord. Let's stick some flame turrets in here, because if enemies do end up breaking through into this area with tunneling or whatever else, the flame turrets would absolutely annihilate them. A couple of choice carefully placed ones, so sort of in these midpoints where they're not vulnerable. As enemies walk past, lighting this whole area would be just incredible. I've also designated a new area of the mine to go for, but I'm being very careful not to get too close to the actual area where people could mine in and use it against us. Oh, there's a load of steel there as well. Oh, another thing, I was thinking, why don't we actually rip this apart? I've gone ahead and claimed it, but I thought we would, we might as well dismantle or bring it back home that way, because, I mean, there's so many resources we're just leaving around here. That would, rather than trying to dig out a whole mountain, why don't we use what we've actually got, rather than wasting everyone's time. So let's get all this stuff deconstructed and dug up as soon as possible. There's also some more, steel lying around if we need it. Is everyone unrestricted? We are good. Right, Adam, what are you good at then? Let's get you a job here. You're terrible. Okay, but that's to be expected, really. We do need another replacement cremation bot, smelt bot, whatever, so we can always throw him on that for the time being. Supervised drilling. So hang on, oh, that's so annoying that the Rimmerfella drill job isn't separate from construction. Because I want an android that's dedicated to drilling this, but I don't want him potentially out there building things. We could just restrict him in hindsight. We could restrict him to indoors the mountain, couldn't we? Because we very rarely do any sort of building. We're probably never going to do any building in this room again, not in a hurry anyway. Okay, let's try that, see if that works. So why don't we go ahead and make a new area? We'll just call it Drill Zone. Drill Zone, make sure we include Zero's bedroom in that. Let's go for this then, and just see if limiting him to this area with the construction job will allow him to... I'll restrict him to the whole mountain just so we can at least move around a little bit. Obviously get some food, recreation, whatever else we need. Hopefully that will allow us to have him constantly on that. Fingers crossed that'll work. Anyway, where are you? Android Adam. You are construct. Right, so let's go ahead and limit into that one. So drill zone, and then draft and undraft. He's going to move. Okay, moving. That's fine. Then what are you going to do? Hauling bear to... beer. I thought it said bear to stockpile. Then what? Playing chess. Okay, I want to make sure that he can actually drill before we stop paying attention to him. Move stuff around in the stockpile. Why can you not... Prioritize opera... Why is he not doing that? Why is he hauling first? And now he's wandering. No, look, I need you... He clearly can do it, because it's... is it something on the bills I've got to set up? Allow crafting... Oh, is it crafting? Wait, whoa. Maybe that's why. Adam, crafting skill. Let's put a point in that, see if that'll change things around. There we go. Oh, it's crafting. Right, okay, cool. That explains why it's never getting done then, because like I said earlier, we've only got one crafting bot. So he's now dedicated chem fuel storage manager. That's nice. That's really, really good. I'll rename it. What the fuck do you mean? Oh, right. Yeah, okay. It's probably is roofed over in hindsight. Oh, we should probably get that one removed first. Thank you, Builder Bot. Sorry, no pressure, but I don't want you really to die. No. Roof. 10 hours before we've got to worry about the next raid. Sorry, remove roof. No. Game, we're going to argue here. Now it's not letting me pick anything. Excuse me. Oh, the game's completely crashed. There we go. No, I don't want to remove roof. Did I just say roof over rather than... That might be my bad. Okay, hang on. Let's try that again. Remove roof. There we go. Okay, I'm just completely insane. Don't worry about it. Or don't bother. Hang on. Right, remove roof area. We good? We're good. Okay, so let's rename you then to Oilbot. Which seems psychically hypersensitive and staggeringly ugly. Great, just what we wanted. Oilbot. You are now in charge of making sure the power grid stays online, so we should never have any more issues with that. Still want another spare cremation bot or whatever, but we'll obviously have to rely on BuilderBot or whoever it is in charge to get some of these churned out. So we've only got 2 hours left. I think now's probably a good time to get everyone into defensive positions. That's a lot of steel. That's going to bring like 700 or so steel. Okay. Right, let's get everyone to defensive positions, and everyone's obviously got some pretty good guns now. We're not using any more charge SMGs either. Our worst weapon is a charge rifle, so I feel like we're doing something right there. All right, defensive positions. Oilbot doesn't have one yet. What weapon have you got, Oilbot? You've also got an LMG. Let's bring you over in this zone. Further back, but obviously not kind of on the front lines. He's a little bit vulnerable in that regard. What have you got loaded right now? Swarm shells. We might as well get through the last of our swarm shells, right? I don't mind that one too much. All right, here we go. Not too difficult at all. I kind of get the feeling they are improving their weapons somewhat. Bear in mind, they've got like charged shotgun there, battle rifles, the incendiary rifles are worth a fair amount. Okay, they've got LMGs. We're not looking at so many like axes and pickaxes as they've turned up with previously. How many are there? 53 of them, and everyone is in a defensive position, right? Yeah, I think that's pretty good. What are you going to fire? More swarm shells. Yeah, get rid of them. I'm more than happy for these guys to be launching those ones out. Now, here is a problem. We didn't actually reload. Wait, they're taking damage, but they're clearly... Wait, is that just an auto rearm symbol? Why are they... They're armed, but they look as if they need arming. Am I going insane here? Have they always been like that? I'm pretty sure that's not the case, right? Okay, never mind. What are they doing? I've accidentally blocked the way through. Oh my god, I have. I blocked the way through. Okay, so what I was going to do as well, you can sort of see by the very small amount of blocks and things I've put down there. The plan was to actually have all the bodies in the ocean, because in the ocean they'll decompose faster. So if we can't, you know, break them apart fast enough, then at least they'll disappear and we won't have to worry about that. Shit. Yeah, I'm a complete fool. Okay. Get that removed. Build a bot. Come on, rip this wall out, and then we'll put him back. Fire foam poppers around these turrets as well has been suggested so many times. So we'll absolutely work on that at some stage. Are they even firing those? Oh, they're set to hold fire. Okay, right, there we go. Boom. Right, so you get back into position. That should stop them smashing our shit down, if you don't mind. Okay, there we go. Okay, the swarm bots are out. They're actually doing an okay amount of damage. Like, against these guys with the long-range weaponry, where they can't even click on him for some reason, where they're a bit more stunned, they work out quite well, but just the whole box in general, the swarm bots really just don't help out with letting the enemies basically have a massive shortcut through the base. Okay, these turrets are horrible. I will move those around, don't worry. Okay, let's see what we're up against. Here they come. Nice start. Good work. It is raining, so the flame turret's going to be slightly less effective. Zero has decided to... Oh, go and get some shells. That's reasonable, really. I honestly thought he was just going to go out there and start fighting the fires or something like that. Easy. Very, very easy raid. We didn't even get any fires in regards to our own shield generators. What I do like about the shield generators as well, there goes all of our fucking turrets. What I do like about the shield generators as well is the fact that they turn off even when enemies are fleeing. So even though there are enemies on the map that could potentially attack us, they oh, no shells left. That's okay. I've only just set those builds. You kind of expect it. We really shouldn't be firing when we don't need to fight them, but never mind. Okay, let's get those fires out. Let's get these bodies hauled as soon as possible. We've got so much machining that needs done. This is why I'm saying we need more sort of cremation, smelting bots, that type of thing. So with these turrets then, let's do a bit of a rebuild. I might remove all of our old turrets. Let's leave that one there just for the purposes. Actually, let's not break them apart, because it's kind of a waste of resources. Let's move them. So maybe move them up inside the mine or something like that to try and deter some sappers, I think wouldn't be a bad idea. So let's get them moved, and I'm going to replace these with some higher quality turrets, because they are using up part of our kill box zone. Obviously, we are kind of limited in that regard, but these are crap. They're like really not worth using much anymore. Orbital Factory, they've got to... I know that they are more for manufacturing items, but surely they've got to sell some steel, huh? Right, Zero, let's get you calling those guys, see what we can find. Oilbot, how are we doing? Oh my god, look at the amount of things we've got in storage now. It's so good. Yep, they actually don't. Oh, but they do sell shells. That could be worth buying. Okay, we'll buy some chem fuel from you, because we do have a kind of a need for that now that we're producing all these various different shells. Advanced components, I will buy those from you. They are very cheap. 182 per advanced component. That's very good. Wow, that's cheaper than market price. Very nice. So do they want to buy blueprints? That's the real question, because we're essentially trading blueprints, which are complete crap, for hellbots, if you want to look at it like that. Nanokits also not too bad. These are essentially glyphosate medicine, but for androids, aren't they? Repair kits probably also wouldn't hurt. Maybe not buying 552 for fuck's sake. Right, okay, so buy those. Advanced, I mean, they're also fine, but not really relevant right now. Cloth we'll keep. Bear skin we won't. Medicine we don't need at all. Get rid of all these drugs as well. Thank you very much. Go juice is irrelevant. Okay. That's fine, I think. What else can we sell? We need those neurotrainers there. Persona cores, we've got a mountain of. Oh, we can sell some of the nuclear reactors, couldn't we? We only needed one. So we'll sell a couple of those. They want the blueprints. Thank God for that. Sell the... Actually, I don't know what to sell. Steel hammer, steel axe, steel pickaxe. We'll keep those, because obviously they all have a use. Actually, the axes are no longer relevant, are they? Because we don't even have a farm. Steel wrench is fine, just in case we get some more builder bots. All right, I think that's pretty good. I'll go through and quickly sell off all this other crap as well, because they apparently buy absolutely everything here. So having sold all that, they still can't afford... They still can't afford to pay us for all the blueprints. So I'm going to buy a load of nanokits. These are incredibly powerful medkits for our androids. So in theory, not that we really ever need any medkits in hindsight, because androids don't necessarily bleed out or get infections or anything like they would if you were playing with humans. So that's kind of irrelevant, isn't it? Let's buy some shells then. Let's buy some shells. That means that they can't afford to pay us. Incendiary shells, I feel like that would just make more damage than would help out. That's okay now. We'll be good, huh? And then we don't need anything else. Do we need rocket engines? What the hell are they for? ICBMs. Oh, okay, fair enough. We're not quite to that stage yet. Do sell nuclear warheads. As fun as that is, probably not really relevant right now. Okay, that's a good trade. Thank you, my friends. Okay, what did we buy in the end? Just a whole bunch of crap, right? Oh, the advanced components. Right, that was the big one. So now we can churn out a ridiculous amount of hellbots, and I absolutely plan to do that. What is that? Surrogate android. Oh, those are the ones where you mind control other ones. So we could have, like, Zero, for example, sitting in a lab mind controlling, like, 5 different other androids. Let's go for the, where are you? Your hell units. There we go. So we've let's basically cross off the advanced components off the list there. So it's 150 plasteel, 90 uranium, 1 AI persona core, 4 gold. We've got that. Oh, but no one can craft them because we haven't got the crafting for it. Shit. Okay. We'll make some more androids. We'll let him do his regular stuff. We'll let him work on his advanced components, whatever else, and just sort of hope that eventually we can get up to that stage again. Ooh, that's nice. We can take up to power mode 3, which obviously increases the power of the cracker there. With the vanometric power cell plus the geothermal generator, it's 4600 watts in the grid. That's 360, and then this is 175. So between those both, we still have a slight excess in wattage there, including the oil well. That's a really, really nice coincidence. Did that say we were filled? Oh, we're full of crude oil. Damn. We actually might want to build another cracker and connect up to the main grid. This is our backup one, just to keep the power on. And then when the power's on, use another cracker to crack all this bloody oil, because we've got way too much stuff. What happens if we don't drill? Well, pressure times 1. What does that mean? Steel for pipe 75. Is there, like, adjustments we can make on that? I have no idea. Let's not mess around with it, because I don't really know at this stage. Drain tank. To other available tank. Oh, because we might get overfilled. To be honest, I feel like we're kind of getting to that stage anyway. Maybe we should build another crude cracker. Certainly wouldn't hurt, but I want it on a grid by itself so that we're not gonna... So we'd have to install it sort of up here, so it's not connected up to this guy. Maybe dig out some more of this mountain then, because we've got kind of an area we could potentially expand into here, down this way. That could definitely have room for some more of this Rimworld stuff. I think that's a worthwhile thing to do. We're going to mine out. Let's mine out all of this area, then. We might as well mine out the whole thing, seeing as we're going to replace it with walls anyway. And then we'll dig through here, and we'll dig through here, just so we can get 2 mining bots in there working simultaneously. Yeah, that could work. And then we'll get another cracker in there, which should fit perfectly. Yeah, well, especially if we do want to build an outer wall. So we can build another one there. We'll keep the wall in just because it's holding up the ceiling. I mean, it's probably irrelevant. It's probably a waste of time, but we're not that desperate for space. Get another cracker in. Connect that one up to the main grid, though, so we'll put it there. That way it can help deal with some of the oil, but it won't put too much strain on this backup grid. So the lights will always stay on, and we can get rid of some of this excess oil, which I'm a little bit concerned we might have too much of, which is a good problem to have, don't get me wrong. So it occurred to me yesterday I bought an Arcotech enhancement, despite the fact that no one can use it. So we'll sell those off, and then, I mean, this is pirate merchant, they sell nothing but crap. We can get rid of our old marine armor, so that's pretty good. Yeah, you guys sound nothing useful at all, huh? What have they got? Chem fuel, components, they sell a grizzly bear. Okay, thank you, we'll just roll with that one for the time being. So the next step then, after... I've actually had to set repair bot back on, rather than crafting back on repair duty right now, because there's just so much shit to rebuild. What I want to do is get these turrets rebuilt as soon as possible. So we've got those guys working on that right now. There we go. The cables look like they're back done. It might be better as well to build a door like here, just to act as a little bit of a shortcut to allow our people through the base a little bit quicker. So I'll put down a quick steel auto door here as well. That should save a little bit of time. Obviously, we're working on all of this stuff, trying to allow them to move a bit faster through this swamp. For the time being, I'm going to cancel what we have and hoard the resource over to, because I think turrets probably slightly higher priority than just having nice floors to walk on. So we can basically build whatever turrets we feel like now. Also rocket turrets. Why the hell am I not building those, huh? So the rocket turrets, as many people are pointing out, the problem is right now is not so much the amount of turrets, but the fact that none of them are AoE, so they're all focusing the same target. It's kind of a waste of time. In terms of turrets to build then, I am thinking somewhat more about resources. EMP cannons would be good just to have a couple going, even if we're not using them. That's probably not a bad plan. What we want then, I would assume, I mean, sentry guns obviously incredibly fast firing things. Charge turrets, improved accuracy. I wish we could see the DPS of turrets, I really could. It's not in the weapons tab, is it? Melee grenades apparel? No, that's a real shame. All right, what I want to do as well is I want to put down some turrets, and it's been suggested to put walls between them so that when they explode, we don't have to worry so much about them taking out every turret and also our people as well. That's a great idea. Besides that, though, I mean, what else do you want to put down? Rocket turret for AoE, definitely. Fully agree with that one. That's a great plan. You want to put it where there's also a gap, too, so I think we're going to have to reinstall some of these other turrets. Will these guys explode when damaged? Yes, they will. Okay. Let's plan this out a little bit. Now, I'm assuming rocket turrets have a pretty large AoE, don't they? Oh, sorry, large range, I should say. Bear in mind, they're rocket turrets. Then we'll reinstall this one over by a block. Then we'll move this bin, because it's kind of just inconvenient where it is right now. We'll get some walls between these as soon as possible. I'm thinking probably, bear in mind, they're going to blow up. Plasteel reinforced walls are probably the safest bet. Put a couple down like that. Don't want to put in braziers, because we don't want friendly fire, ideally. So let's get a couple of those down like that, then. They might lower their range to some extent. So I wonder if it'd be better to do one plasteel embrasure like that. Or maybe even plasteel embrasures between the whole thing. Do they contain explosions? I imagine they would soak up a lot of the damage, but I don't think it would stop it entirely, would it? Because they have not like 85% fill or something like that, so it's going to be very different. But if they're firing, these guys are going to be mostly firing forward and diagonal anyway. So I think having the plasteel reinforced wall followed by the embrasure works out pretty well. I think that could be okay. We'll see how it goes. We might accidentally be limiting our range there quite massively, but hey, we'll see how it works. Oh shit, don't have out of steel again. I tried to put down we are. Oh good, incredible. Constantly the difficulty of getting this much bloody steel. Obviously when we can unrestrict them. Actually, I'll unrestrict them temporarily. I thought the next raid was, oh, they are unrestricted. Do you guys want to get this home? Or we're just going to leave it there to rot? 965 steel is fantastic. Apparently we haven't even opened the Crypto Sleep caskets yet, so we'll have to crack those open if we do want to get the resources back from that as well. There's a little bit of steel over here just sort of naturally lying around. I imagine we've hit some in the mine by now. Yeah, we have. Nice. Oh, and also some plasteel too. A little bit relevant, but not too bad. What have we got over here then? Oh, just loads of steel. Wow, we've really hit the jackpot here. Look at this. That's 3 different veins over there. 1 vein there. A couple of different component veins. Not that we need any more basic components, to be honest. Okay, this works out pretty well. Let's go ahead and mark the rest of those then for harvesting as soon as possible. There we are. Actually, might be 5 different veins. This might be 2 separate ones there. Okay, and then minor connected ores. Very nice. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 different steel ore veins there, and the components as well. That's nice. That's a good little bonus. We do have enough to build this. It's just no one's actually working on it yet. So let's get you building this rocket turret. 13 hours to get the last of the turrets built. That's kind of the temporary goal. There we go. That's completely ridiculous. Thank you. Right, let's get this one reinstalled as well. Then move these back a little bit further. Oil spill. Oh. Okay. What does that mean? Do we need to repair it, or does it just? What does that mean? Okay. Don't know how relevant that is. Oh, it's probably massively flammable in hindsight. So we should probably tidy that up. The oil spill designation, huh? Okay. Where is that? Remember, fella? Ah, clean spill. There we go. Okay, let's get that tied up as soon as possible, because I don't really... What? Oh my god, he's not using his battery. Okay. That's completely my bad, because obviously we're not cooking any food. I've got to remember to do that with every single android we build now, otherwise they're just going to end up dying of malnutrition. Okay, who cleans up the oil spill? Is it people set to clean? Let's get that done as soon as possible. Zero, can you get this cleaned up? Because we do kind of ignite. Oh, I'm so tempted. I cannot believe how... Okay, no, let's not even entertain the thought. Don't even joke about that. Sorry, can someone feed Oilbot? Thank you. You get on with feeding Oilbot, and then hopefully it'll drain from the battery in the future rather than his little tum-tum. Okay, well, that was a completely irrelevant incident. Thank you. 1 hour left. Yep, we are nowhere near ready for this raid. We've got so much more stuff that needs repairing, rearming. I don't want to... They're not rearming traps very frequently, given that everything's set to rearm as well as high priority. I don't know why we're not doing that. Too busy hauling steel, I guess. So, granted, we needed that to obviously rebuild these traps and these turrets anyway, so I still feel like it was the right decision. Azert as well. Oh, God, that could have been bad. Oil spill plus an electrical surge like that could potentially be the end of the base with these massive oil drums. Okay, the Orbimonin Amalgamation. Hello. We're looking at any rocket launchers? No, but these guys are crap. They're turning up with spears and halberds. Make sure everyone's re-restricted before this gets out of hand. So everybody back to hometown, besides you who are in drill zone. Okay, it is very far from ideal, I'll be honest, bearing in mind the complete lack of rearmed turrets right now, but that's okay. Oh, sorry, rearmed traps. Turrets are fine, traps are really not. Everyone get into defensive positions then. Oilbot does not have one. Sorry, Oilbot, I forgot to say that one for you, didn't I, friend? Could you get your gun back? Where are you, friend? Where are you? Oh, why's the power down? What? Why's the power down? Grid excess. Are we really using up that much oil? Wow. Yeah, they're both working fine. We've got plenty in storage. We're just burning through it that quick. Holy shit, wow. I imagine it's all these turrets we built, huh? Oilbot, get your gun. What? Oh, it's forbidden, right. Go and get that equipped. Get into position. This could be risky. Now we'll see if... What the fuck are they doing? It's open, though, isn't it? Oh, because they saw our people go through? Yeah, that's why. Sorry, I thought I'd accidentally rebuilt... Oh, that guy's got a laser eye. That's cool. Sorry, let's go to your health instead. Laser detection scanner. So that's some of the cybernetic stuff. That's bad news for us, though, if they're turning up with cybernetic implants. That could be a real bad sign for things to come. Okay, and how many of them were there again? 61. We are on those turrets, yeah? You're firing an incendiary cell. I think that's a good idea. Let's set a force target around here then, sort of put some flame down and see if that'll slow them down a little bit. Boom. That's fine. It's not going to be super significant. In fact, it looks as if it's only doing damage to us rather than them. Ah, you never know. We might get lucky with things. Okay. Guns equipped next. This is so bad. We are completely caught with our pants down here, like halfway through a full rebuild, halfway through getting all these turrets rearmed and whatnot. This is not good. Okay. Well, this is why we need more crafting bots, but it's just way too much shit to do for our people right now. We'll get all the traps around, then we'll put repair bot back on rebuilding, or sorry, crafting, rather than the other way around. Otherwise, we're ending up in situations like this. Oil bot, are you ready to go? Get into position then. Let's get you with your... You got charge LMG, right? Spread our people out a bit more, because it's a bit dangerous. Let's get them, like, kind of 4 blocks between each is probably a good, safe bet. Oh my god, it doesn't fire through walls, it fires over walls. Oh, interesting. Oh, it only fires 6 rockets before we have to restock the fucking things then. That's not good. Not quite as practical as I'd hope, but when we get a good supply line of shells coming in, then it should be okay. Right, given that oil bot is arguably our worst colonist right now, I'm going to bring him right on the front line. Sorry, friend. Let's put you, like, here. Let's move you over a smidge. Okay, let's see what we're up against then. More incendiary shells going down there. There are a couple on fire. Okay, it's not worked out too badly. Still not ideal. Flame turrets are firing because the rocket traps have opened that up, which is horrible. Oh, God, these fucking... Oh, no. That is a mess. That is a complete mess. Rocket traps, then. We'll put it on hold fire unless we're getting overwhelmed. Because this has just really opened us up to some real problems. Don't get me wrong, the fire everywhere is really going to slow down our enemies. Holy shit, that worked out really well. They're all on fire. We got lucky this time. In the future, something like that happening, not really into it, I'll be honest. It just means way more rebuilding now. Oh, the other flame turrets online too. Oh, impressive stuff. Yeah, the firepower is not significant enough, is it? We're just spraying bullets everywhere, and it's still taking this long to knock them down. Can these guys fire? It can. Okay, yeah, they can all fire relatively safely, even though we've got those additional little things in there. The ammo is on fire. The rain is helping there, though. Holy shit, that was a complete mess. But look, the turrets are offline again. How's this happened? Oh, God, they keep cutting through all the turret wires. So frustrating. We need more just redundant circuits then, as per usual. Yeah, that's really, really frustrating that they keep cutting through those. Wow, this is taking way longer just to let these stragglers run away than it should be. Okay, there we go. It's still not safe to let our people go yet, not with these other couple of people running around. It's firing, you don't need to fire any more shells. We're good. Thank you. You know, I'm going to let everyone go about their business, but I'm going to keep the weapons equipped for a while until we can flip back over. These plasteel walls, absolute godsend. I'm almost tempted to build the entire kill box out of it at this stage because they are so powerful. That could have gone a lot worse, but I'm pretty happy with how things have panned out there, given that we've got another 1,000 steel then. Why are these mechanoids not being broken down? Can I... Are we just not machining very frequently? We've got 2 people on machining. We've got Cremation Bot and Smelt Bot. What the hell are they doing that's more important than that, then? I'm going to keep a very close eye on Cremation Bot, make sure he's actually doing the job that we would kind of expect him to do. His mechanoids piling up, they're just not going anywhere. This is something like... Okay, so he is actually doing it. Has he got... Missing an arm? Oh, he's missing a leg, which is probably not helping out. Fine, this is exactly why I want to set a minimum level of... This is why I want to set a minimum level of replacement parts to build. Oh, that's why. All these extra little swarm bots are taking ages for them to deconstruct. And they're only 1 steel each, so it's a complete waste of time. Damn it. Okay, there we go. I've also got them dropping all the stuff on the floor, because apparently they weren't doing that either. So Cremation Bot was coming all the way down here, disassembling 1 steel bot for 1 steel, and then carrying it all the way back up through here. I'm glad I kept an eye on him, otherwise that would have taken a long time to diagnose. So any blocks that were missing, I've been replacing them with these full-blown plasteel walls. It's 15 plasteel. We've got a mountain of it. And if it means that we don't have to rebuild again in the future, I think it's more than worthwhile. Oh, now this one could be good. A scrap trader. Oh, they just buy everything. Oh, that's crazy good. Okay. Well, this is really great because now I can really downsize this, just the load of crap they've got lying around. Honestly, let's just sell the cloth. We're not going to use it. It's taking up a slot in the thing that we really don't need. Industrial tech blueprints, get rid of those. We've only got 2 left now, so we are really fighting to try and bring some more silver into the colony. Laser detection we apparently can't use, so sell that shit. 22 elephant tusk. Again, this is what I'm talking about. Just being able to get rid of all of this garbage that we really don't want is so useful. Okay, there we go. That's looking a lot better. Plenty of gold, like a ridiculous amount of gold, so we could always sell off some of that if we need it, but they don't sell anything. So 5,000 gold back to the colony. That's quite nice. How are we doing Rimworld? What do we need? Target acquisition and control system. Honestly, I still want to get these other turrets rebuilt before we focus on some more Rimworld related things. Manhunter pack. Oh, that one might not be too bad. Sorry, I was just getting everybody prepared. I completely forgot about the raid. That might not be too bad. Where are they? Manhunter pack of what? It's probably a good thing that we can't see them. Rhinoceroses? Oh, wow. Okay, 25 of them. Meat's back on the menu, boys. That's fine by me. Okay, let's quickly get everybody drafted up as soon as possible. This should be an easy raid. This should be genuinely this is a free raid that the game's given us right now to finish off this rebuild. Thank you, I appreciate it quite a lot. Let's get everyone into defense positions. Repairbot 2 is apparently freaking out somewhere. Freaking out in the recreation room. That's the best place for it. Oh, but to make up for it, they've sent a high psychic drone. That affects everybody on the map. Great. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you very much. Fucking goddamn, I need to remember to give Oilbot a bloody defense position every single time. Oh, for fuck's sake, are you kidding me? The rocket launcher just opened up the wall, so now they're through to the next layer of kill box. Oh, luckily, they're completely... What? So they're still going round. Okay, that's fine. Luckily, they have no idea what they're doing, so we're fine. Builderbot's on fire. Won't even speculate. Oh, it's the... Hang on. What are these shield generators doing? Is it just being on, they produce that much heat? So just being turned on, they light everything on fire? If so, they're kind of garbage. Because look, they've lit, like the ammo crates are back on fire again. If we don't put those out immediately, they're going to end up blowing up our people. Right, prioritize extinguishing that if you don't mind, cremation bot. Please, for the love of God, as soon as possible. They're like the shield generator just exploding for seemingly no reason. I was thinking maybe for a second that the turrets are actually hitting the inside of the shield generators or something like that. I have no clue why that would be the case. Okay, well that's annoying. Get everyone into position then. Let's see what we can do against these bloody last few rhinos. Yeah, I mean, this is just an accident waiting to happen like this. I might... we can't remove the shield generators. I might have to remove the ammo boxes away from the shield generators. Which is a shame, because we're missing out on a 20% fire speed increase for someone then. But, I mean, if we leave it how it is, we're just going to end up killing our guys. I mean, it's how we lost our other guy earlier. So, 2 more rhinos, 3 more rhinos, and then we get back to rebuilding with another 2.8 days before next raid. So that worked out... He just blew up of its own accord. They're kind of crap, I'm going to be honest. They are really not as powerful as I assumed they would be. Oh, you bitch. Just as we were trying... Oh, come on. Well, at least they landed 8. Look, they've landed outside the kill box. Okay. 0 is not in a good place. Ah, fuck. Party's been called off. Yeah, no shit. Sorry, I was trying to work out what the hell that noise was then. Fucking goddamn, just let me rebuild. Come on, I thought the rhinos were the answer to that, but no, absolutely not. Second... Okay. So I think this is going to be a struggle. I think from now on in the series, it's going to be a massive struggle just to try and rebuild. Like, they're just... Oh, get 0 out of there. Please, get 0 out of there. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Keep moving. Don't you stop. You move forever. They are fleeing. We've just got to kind of avoid their fire for a little bit. You need to hold your fucking fire always, because you are getting us killed here. Okay. Wow, that sucks, because now we got 1.2 days to fully rebuild again. Oh, come on. This is so punishing. This is absolutely unreal. And we can't have Crafting Bot churning out more androids to help us deal with all this mess, because Crafting Bot needs to hurry up and rebuild the whole bay. We're just stuck. Like, we are completely to a dead standstill in terms of progress, because the amount of raids that have just been piled on, even with the 3 days, like, I wouldn't change the actual amount of time coming in. That's the whole point of the difficulty of the series, right? But even now, my God, this is, like, insurmountable. Is it worth just maybe... I mean, I was kind of hoping that when the rhinos came in, we would have time to get everything rebuilt and then build some more androids. We're just going to have to wait for an opportunity like that to come again. We're just going to have to wait for another easy raid when we've got, you know, sort of the 2.5 days left to rebuild, get the rebuilding done, then we can focus on getting the androids back out, or try and get some more builder bots or even crafting bots or anything. Right now, it's too much. It's way too much for what is essentially 1 or 2 builder to be working with. And here we go. Right, okay. How far did we get? Turrets are fine, so we got that going for us. Killbox is kind of okay. Yeah, a lot of the traps around. There's no, like, glaring holes in the walls. I specifically told them to rebuild this one, because obviously that's incredibly dangerous. All right, let's get to it. Let's get... Oh, once again, didn't set a location for Oilbot, because I'm completely nuts. Okay, tribes people. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Game, you've sent us a glorious gift. What are they going to do? Sappers? I mean, it did say that they will try and... They're usually clever in our tactics, apparently trying to avoid turrets. I doubt that sincerely. Genuinely, I believe that's not the case whatsoever. Oilbot, are you in position again? For fuck's sake. Right, get down here. I've got to make sure I get this defensive position set. Honestly. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we're up against here. So the turrets are in position. The flame turrets are back online, so they can lay down just an absolutely insane amount of fire. This should be, honestly, the raid that I was hoping we would get. The easy, very safe raid. I want to keep an eye on these bloody shield generators as well. Find out what the hell caused them to tick. Turrets have blown up. That's great news. But it did actually get soaked up by the plasteel walls, which is obviously quite nice. I want to find out why these things... Look, it just randomly caught fire then. I don't believe that was actually hit by a shot or anything. They're just completely unstable. We can't rely on those things at all. They're just not good. Maybe I can manually trigger them off and then trigger them back on when the enemies get into range. I think the issue very much lies in the fact that the enemies are spawning in, they're turning on, and then the enemies are taking another sort of 5 minutes to actually get through the massive maze. We need to turn it on when they're getting close to the end of the maze, otherwise we're getting this same thing happening every single time. This is hopefully it. This is going to be the advantage I'm going to push on rebuilding everything. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time now just making sure this base is perfect and ready to go. And we've got all these corpses created, make sure that the production line is going. Ideally, queuing up some more androids as well. But it's going to be a lot of just waiting for time to tick now, waiting on them to rebuild things. I'm urgently hauling this wood over as well because I seem to have been waiting for this for fucking years. So I'm going to get them to move that into the base. They are repairing the turrets. They're repairing the walls as well. This is hopefully it. This is hopefully going to be the last day where we're constantly trying to fight back from behind. It's working. Holy shit, we're actually getting enough time. Harris, welcome. What are you... Please, crafting. He's okay at crafting. Oh, you know what? He's actually pretty good around the board then. This is good. Finally, we can try and get some momentum back under us here then. You're bad at repair. That's kind of what we need right now, but that's okay. I'll forgive you. Crafting he's okay at. 6 out of 20. Oh, God. But he does have a minor passion in it. I hate it, but I might have to make him a backup crafter. 6 out of 20. What the hell can we do with that? Have him making the replacement parts? Fine, do it. That's okay. Plant cut as well. I want you delivering if you can't do that, and then hauling if you can't do that one. Also cremating and smelting if you can't do either of those. Actually, let's drop that down. Cremate below that one, and then cleaning below that one. Okay, Harris, you're officially Crafting Bot 2. Welcome. You're garbage at it. He's fast learner as well. That's great news. Crafting Bot 2. Brawler. Oh, he's a fucking brawler. Okay, that's okay. Don't worry about it. You're here to craft, and that's just what you'll do. What can we... Let's get him Crafting Bot 2. He's going to wear some hoodie. I want to see what he's actually going to do after this stage. We've got 6 hours to make him useful. Wearing cloth... Disassembling android. I would rather you make some android parts. Absolutely work on that instead. There we go. So we've got one person churning out parts, another person churning out androids. The things are being rebuilt quite effectively. And how fast is crafting skill going up? 6.38. It's not. Bit worrying. Oh, 6.47. That's okay. That's quite fast. We've got ourselves Aaron as well. Welcome, Aaron. Also terrible, but that's okay. You can be another cremation bot or something like that because we've got way too much shit to catch up on in terms of cremation. So let's maximize that one. Let's also maximize smelting. If you can't do any of that, deliver. Actually, you know what? Change my mind. Deliver first, then deal with that stuff afterwards. That's way more relevant. Go to this. Oh, he's actually okay at repairing. 7 out of 20. Okay, you know what? You're a repair bot too. You're another one of our many, many construction bots we've got going on here. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. This one can also go because it turns out that is repair and not... crafting and not construct for drilling. Okay. So construct, he'll deconstruct. If he can't do that, he'll repair. That's fair. If you can't do that one, he will deliver. And if he actually he doesn't need to deliver then if he's building, obviously. If you can't do that, he'll smelt and cremate. Fine. Welcome. 1 hour. 1 hour to get them potentially... Have we got any more weapons? Surely we've got some lying around in here that we haven't used up. Yes, we have. That's great news. We could charge rifle. Oh, that's good. Repairbot 3 then. Come grab this charge rifle. Repairbot... oh, which one was a brawler? Was that crafting bot? Right. Frustrating, but not a problem. Do hammers help with crafting speed? They might. Construction, smithing, smoothing. Smithing kind of is... I mean, is crafting. So sure, why the hell not? Give him a hammer. He can use that as his permanent weapon, as he's a brawler, and also his tool there. Then after that, we need to get Repairbot to equip a wrench. So if there's one lying around in here, I don't believe there is. We'll have to go back to the stockpile. This is good. Everyone is equipped. Actually, let's get him to get that one first, and then we'll. Oh, he's already there. Shit. Sorry, my bad. Okay, equip that one then, and then let's after that get you to equip this as your sidearm. Everyone else, defensive positions. I think we finally caught back up. My God, it took way too long. It's a group of mechanoids from Mechanoid Hive. We're looking at 3 mammoths this time and 13 centipedes. Bear in mind, last time it was 7 mammoths. So that should tell you how much more powerful mammoths are than centipedes. Are we looking at... Oh my God, there's a lot of Inferno cannons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Inferno cannons. Looks like 5 charge blasters. And down here it's another 1 Inferno cannon, 2 charge blaster. There's also an ambrosia growth there, apparently. Okay. That's awful. Oh, God, look at that desiccate. How long have you been there? 2.6 days. And we got a load of scythers we also need to take apart, because of course we do. All right, then. This is going to be interesting. Do we have our EMP shells ready to go? Fucking hope so somewhere. Good God. They should be in here. Yes, we do. Okay. Where are other shells? Forbid those. Get our boy Zero on the mortar. Incendiary shell loaded. Okay, fire that one off then. Get, our other one was like mining bot or something was good at intellectual. Hang on, let's go research. It was mining bot 3. You are, okay, it's getting to his position now. You get on that one. We'll use up the last of these couple of incendiary shells that they've got loaded. Then they should only be able to use the EMP shells, at which point we'll hold fire. We'll wait for all of them to get in this sort of zone. Then we'll open fire with these. Is that past their minimum range? Oh god, we're going to have to be very careful about how we do this then. We'll have to open fire as they get a bit closer, and they're going to destroy all of my, every single trap. Should have stunned them earlier in hindsight. That's frustrating, but never mind. Okay, repair bot, you're equipped and ready to go. Join the lineup. Let's get these guns flipped over as soon as possible as well. And that he's using a hammer. I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother restricting crafting bot. What I am going to do is restrict him to the same area as oil bot, so that if we are in raids like this, he is stuck inside the base, forcing him to craft. I think that's a good idea. Okay, so crafting bot 2, you can get right to the end then, because you are just irrelevant in combat. Same with unit. I'll put crafting bot 1 there just to make it look kind of nice. Okay, here we go. Barbed wire is ripping them apart. A little bit too late now. Are we? Oh my god, they didn't fire their incendiary shells. I'm a complete fool. I will admit I'm a complete fool a lot of the time. Here we go. Let's hope that the amount of firepower we've got laying down here will slow them enough so that these guys, they're not going to be able to do it, are they? Tragic, but it's only 3 of them, so that's okay. That's nothing to worry about there. Okay, so you kill that one, and then we got the centipedes coming in afterwards. Luckily, they were nicely staggered. Any other time, that would have gone horribly. You need to move south a little bit, because you can't even attack there, right? Let's save that as a defensive position. There we go. All right. Everyone is in a good position. Oilbot, you are absolutely not. That's garbage. Right, save that as your new defensive position. Okay, here we go then. Just centipedes left then. Might actually get time to fire once more as well. Oh, they missed. Unless they've already hit those ones before. That one was a complete whiff. I don't know if you saw the other one hit somewhere over here. Okay, good luck. Turrets are exploding, but the fire is maintained. That's the important thing. Oh, I should say contain rather than maintain. Maintain being obviously terrible. The stun. Oh, the stun. Boom. That's how you deal with mechanoids right there. Look at that. 2.7 days left and barely any damage. I think we're good. I think we're finally over this massive slump we've been in for like 2 episodes now. Critical alert wave 131 in 2.6 days. Is that bad? Is that going to be another like mega wave or something? We've never seen that critical alert. What is that? Okay, that's either really bad or really, I mean, probably not anything to worry about. Okay, that's... let's bear that in mind. Tomorrow's wave is going to be horrible. So what we'll do then is we'll spend as much time today as possible rebuilding, or what's left of this episode rebuilding. Then I guess we'll fight whatever this critical wave is tomorrow. The orbital factory, I'm looking at this as very cheap components again. 49 of them, get them in. Those turrets are way too expensive to keep replacing all the time. It's a little bit of a shame. Okay, sell the incendiary shells because they're terrible, and we'll keep the EMP and high explosive shells, given that we got those plasteel walls. It'll bounce right off. Tech prof sub persona core, completely useless, thank you. Do we want any of this stuff? No, we're fine. We can sell some more blueprints, very nice. That's all we want then. What's drone brain? Artificial brain will keep the subject alive barely. Oh, that's a shame. Sorry, barely. That's a real shame. Steel wrench, obviously we're not seeing any of that side of things. So questionable ethics was wasted time installing that mod, given that we're never ever going to be able to use it, but hey ho, never mind. I was kind of hoping it'd be a bit more compatible with the androids. I didn't realize they were so strict about what components they could actually have installed in them. Get rid of this crap then. Get rid of all this. This is exactly why I installed those, trade beacons in the other zone. We actually got a charge lance. Huh. That sounds kind of nice. I might actually keep that around. Oh, look at that. We might even need to destroy a lot of these corpses as well. They're all just going to erode away. Let's let the mechanoids. The mechanoids can definitely sit in here, but I don't want to... It's a real shame that I did try messing around with the system, but it's impossible to have humans out here and androids in here, because if we try and untick that, it unticks human-like corpses as well, which means for whatever reason, I don't think it should work like that. It's because it's a nested category. But if we untick alien corpses, which are the robots, it unticks human-like. So we can't have the humans out here and the robots out here. It's a really odd system. So I guess we'll stop putting them in here at all. If the robots break apart, is it really that big a deal? We so rarely get robot raids as well compared to the others that I'm more than happy to let these guys rot away like that. There we go. 44 on that one. There we go. See the amount that despawn then? Very nice. And let's get these mechanoids back indoors to be broken apart safely. 1.2 days left and we're fully rebuilt. This is incredible. I think we are actually at that stage where, like I was talking about, that we're finally over this horrible slump we've been in. So we're basically ready now for for the next invasion. So what I'm going to do then, was it Repairbot 3? What the fuck are you wearing? No, you're not there. The hell are people wearing? They've all got weird clothes on now. Crafting bot, where have you gone? So let's get you working on more androids. So prioritize working on that one. Crafting bot 2, what are you doing right now? Operating resource console, that's not what you're... That's your... Shit. Oh, that's frustrating, because obviously crafting counts as... Oh, god damn it. I want this guy working on replacements and things like that, but we can't have both at once. Okay. Cybernetic arm, those are the best ones, right? Those double R... 80 plastic, 8 advanced components. We want to build this guy to the stage where he can build advanced components, ideally. He can't make ballistic comic gun. He hasn't got enough skill. Shit. What can I do with you, then? Just make some components? I don't just want to make components for the sake of making components. We could have him do some of the Rimworld stuff. You know what? This is all speculation. It's really not worth worrying about right now. Let's leave that there for today. So we've got a 1-day buffer before wave 131, which is apparently a critical wave or something like that. A critical alert worth notifying us twice over. So I'm fine with this. Look at this. We've caught with all of our corpses. We've built a kind of more effective corpse destroying method as well. Smelt a load of stuff. We've got 4,000 steel in storage. We're back on top. That was looking a little bit risky there for a second, but I'm pretty proud of how things have gone today. We're going to leave that one here for today. Thank you all for watching. Tomorrow we'll try and get on with the nuclear weapons and then try and rebuild that kill box a little bit better as well with some better turrets, hopefully, and reassess the shield generator situation, because those things have killed more people than they've saved at this stage. Big thank you to the insane top-tier level patrons for making the series possible in the first place, including Alchemia, Anthony Gawley, Asuna Kuroso, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Bellic, Strongbow, Ben Hofflin, Chesty, Croesus, Donald, Fukuno Vasquez, Gogolus, Harry McGowan, Iguana Squad, James Shea, Jonah Waters, Justin Wallace, Kenan Carter, Michael Muller, Muskratful, Norstrus, Necrophilin, Pelvis Presley, Rodin, Scott, Skaz, Slippy Nips, Somnus, Shay, The One Ring, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, Tyler McClan, Vacuous Backers, Varagon, and William Green for their support at the insane tier levels on Patreon. Thank you very much for supporting for yet another month of the channel, and thank you very much for making the series possible in the first place. And a thank you as well to Bay yourself for this one, because this is going to be a complete mess, because it's all in a different order. A thank you as well to Uwu Daddy, Asro, Adam Person, Adrian Eliasson, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Anchor, Attila, Betimus Max, Betulurim, Blood for the Blood God, Bwen Gun, Chris, Corgi Circus, Dapper Go, Don, Dunk217, Emerald Beam, Foosh, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gothamo, Grey, Hajdumar, I Am Sagatare, Irotha, Icy the Great, Jackson P, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, Jason Sushu, Jose, Jeebus Crust, Euron DeVries, Jup's Lucky Sister Jilly Vondel, Joseph Beard, Justin Plock, Justin Rules, Justin Walters, Lieutenant Dan, Lepus, and Lepus, 2 people with the same name, which is, I don't know if it's the same person twice. They have different email addresses, so I have absolutely no clue. Thank you to both of you anyway. Luan and Thomas, Luke Wallace, Manuel Bosic, Mustolp, Monty, Mosi Sampson, My Name Isn't Dio, Nathaniel Limberg, Nick, Pan Samu, Pantherwell, Peyton Denisar, Roshan Oligarch Billionaire, Ryan Hooper, Sam Kears, Scaps, Shardul, Smirtworm, Socrates, Supernanny089, Sweet C, Tony Laban, Voodoo Mumbo, Boy Prince Kibo, Will Wade, Wilson at F, Wolfie, Yellowford, Yorker, Sack, and Zetlock2. Thank you all for your support. Hey, that wasn't too bad.